Hey guys, I'm here to do a makeup tutorial for you. I'm sorry, number one, if like my blinds is bothering you like with the lighting. This is the best that I can get it without it being dark in here. I kind of have to keep my like blinds like somewhat open, so I hope you guys can kind of like see what I'm doing. I'm gonna kind of scoot this way a little bit more so you guys can see what I'm doing on my eyes and stuff. But basically, this is going to be a first impressions video on all new products that I have. I'm going to be using a lot of the new e.l.f. Aqua collection because I did promise you guys a tutorial when I hauled this stuff yesterday. I will say I don't have a new mascara to try out. I mean, technically I do, but I don't want to open up like 3 different mascaras at once because I already have 2 open right now, so I don't really want to mess around with that. But I think besides that, I think I pretty much have everything else, first impressions. So anyway, I hope you guys are going to, first text message that's going to annoy me throughout this video. I'm going to turn my phone on silent. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. I'm going to keep it as short as possible, but you guys know my tutorials run pretty long because I don't like edit my videos, so sorry. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to be using today is the e.l.f. Aqua Primer Mist. This is what it looks like. It's water infused. I believe it's actually a water-based product, and it's supposed to be really moisturizing to your face. You can use this as a setting spray, a primer spray, and a just misting spray throughout the day. So here goes nothing. Oh wait, you know what? I'm not going to use this yet. Hold on. I'm actually going to do my eyes first. I always forget in tutorials because I'm like thrown off by what I normally do in my routine. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes first. I'm going to use a new eyeshadow primer. This is a Maybelline Prime and Smooth. You guys know I got this in my 25-cent makeup haul. If you guys want to see all the products that I got for 25 cents because they were doing a crazy deal at my Walmart, then I'll leave that link down below. So I didn't need to open up another new one, but I figure, you know what, this video is supposed to be first impressions. I'm going to make sure that it is. So that's really strange. Okay. That was weird. Okay, do you see this space, you guys, where there's like no product there? It's really weird. There it goes. Okay. I was like, that's really strange. I guess you have to dip it in a certain amount of times and then you can see it's there now. So I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyes with this. Okay. This is interesting. I'm not going to bring it all the way up to my brow bone like I normally would, like a nude primer, eyeshadow primer, because this is not that. Actually, I guess I will. It's really not that bad. It looks super shimmery, but once you kind of blend it out, it's really not that bad. And it feels kind of oily, to be honest. Okay, I guess this is good if you have dry eyelids. But I think that if you have oily eyelids, first impressions, I'd say don't get it. It seems really oily when you first put it on. So I'm going to go ahead and set this like right away because I know that with the last one that I had of these, I tried the Blur and Illuminate or Prime and Illuminate one. And if I didn't set it right away, it wouldn't help my eyeshadows blend at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a flat Wet n Wild shader brush, and I'm going to go ahead and use this white shade. This is just the ivory shade from my new Wet n Wild All Natural palette in the shade Nude Awakening. I'm just going to go ahead and use this cream shade right here to set the entire lid and the brow bone. I can't believe I almost started on my face again. I do that every tutorial. So I'm going to be going ahead and using this eyeshadow today, this eyeshadow palette that I'm using right now. And I'm also going to use a couple other different eyeshadow products that I got from e.l.f. So, yeah. Okay, so for the crease, let's see. I don't really know. I guess I'm going to try this shade right here. This is like a gray tone shade, this one right here. I wish they had names, but they don't, so. go ahead and take a clean fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that in the crease. These shadows seem really pigmented, like first impressions. And this palette was only like $5 at Walmart, so I think it's a good deal. What do you guys think? Okay, so since this brush is so fluffy, I noticed that it's taking a little bit of this red shade right here, so don't mind that. I'm gonna try and keep it. That's one thing. Like if you have a really fluffy brush like I do, it's gonna be hard to get your brush like precisely in one shadow because it's gonna want to dip in a couple at a time. So just be aware of that. It's one thing that I would kind of caution you about this palette. Cool. It looks really good. And it's super pigmented, so that's awesome. So, by the way, the lighting's going to be going in and out because the sun's going in and out of the clouds. So I just want to keep you guys aware of that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use one of these new e.l.f. These are, I forget what they're called, but I'll leave them linked down below. These are like the Aqua, I can't remember the exact name, Aqua Collection, like long-lasting eyeshadows or something like that. They're liquid. I don't remember if it said long-lasting. I could be making that up. Who knows? But I got like 3 shades. I have a gold, a rose gold, and a champagne color. So I think I'm going to use the rose gold. And I'm just going to apply this all over the lid. This is in the shade rose gold. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over the lid. I'm not going to take this into the crease whatsoever. Just make sure you're really careful because it is a liquid shadow. And these don't, I noticed that they don't dry right away, which is really good because you can sit there and work with them and blend them out. But at the same time, you got to be really careful because if you like blink too much or whatever, you could potentially mess up your crease color. So I'm going to go ahead and use a flat, I'm going to use the same flat synthetic Wet n Wild brush that I used before to set the shadow with. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of like blend this into the eye. I think also once you do this step, it kind of helps the shadow dry a little bit quicker. Just basically what I'm getting out of the product. I find that I think it's going to be best if you just kind of use packing motions instead of spreading motions with this when you blend it out, because it kind of will spread away the product if you just do that, and it won't be as intense as it would be if you just sat there and packed it on. So I'm just going to do packing motions because I noticed that the kind of way it took away the color on some of my eye. It's really pretty. I think I'm actually going to put a shadow like on top of it though, because in this eyeshadow palette that I showed you guys, there are some like rosy colors that would probably match with this. I feel like I've been doing like my past couple tutorials, I've been doing like rosy gold colors, so I probably shouldn't, but I don't really care. I mean, it is what it is. And if I change my mind now, I'll mess up, so oh well. Well, maybe I'll just do, I don't know. I kind of thought about also using the Brush Copper Shade, which is a really pretty champagne color. Maybe I'll do that. That way it's not the same as my past couple tutorials. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on top. Of the eyeshadow I already did. This has got a lot more gold in it. That way I can do a different look for you guys, because I don't want you guys to get bored with my channel and be like, this girl does the same look every time she does her makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and take my fluffy brush again, and I'm going to go ahead and use this brown shade, this like dark brown. It's like a chocolatey brown shade. I'm dying to use the red shade, this maroon shade here, but I used a color like that in my last tutorial, and I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to keep using like the same colors so that you guys are like, what the hell? So this palette is extremely pigmented, just to let you guys know. So you got to be really, really careful, like when doing your makeup. I'm just gonna give you guys a straight up warning. It's very, very pigmented. So I think I'm gonna actually pick up the other one, the other palette, because the other palette was more of like golden tones, and this was more of the pinky one. But I think I would love both, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Probably next time I see it, so that I could give you guys the first impressions on that one as well. I'm just taking that first crease shade that we used before, that like gray toned kind of shade, and I'm going to go ahead and just put that in the crease. Just blending that with the color that I just used on the outer V of the eye. I'm going to keep going back and forth with both because I kind of didn't blend that out really well when I first laid that down. I like this look so far. So we're doing some smokiness, if you guys couldn't tell. It's getting pretty smoky in here. So I'm going to go ahead. I hope you can't hear my boyfriend. He's talking really loud on the PlayStation. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and probably use this shade right here. It's kind of like a goldish color. It's not like rose gold, but it kind of is. I don't know. It's less rose gold than what I was using before, which is actually, I kind of probably should have just go ahead and kept that super light shade from e.l.f. that I used, but I'm going to go ahead because I want to see how it works as eyeshadow base, etc. And also, I'm going to be experimenting with those in the next couple videos anyway, so no big deal. So to make this a little bit whiter, I'm going to go ahead and use this e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls. This was another thing that I hauled yesterday. I've heard really, really good stuff about this. I think it's a dupe for a high-end highlighter. I just can't remember which one. Good lord. It's kind of dry. So that's one thing I don't like about it. If you're going to use this as an eyeshadow, I would recommend using your finger. It's a little bit easier than a brush. But since it's a big product, you can use this wet as well. So if you're using this on like a client or something, you don't want to use your fingers, you can go ahead and just use your brush wet. I just don't have my brush wet right now. Super smoky eye. I always end up doing a smoky eye, not on purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of take my brushes, wipe them off, and I'm going to go ahead and use this packing brush. I think this is an e.l.f. professional eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go ahead and go back into that white shade that we used to set the entire eye, and I'm just going to highlight my brow bone further than what it was highlighted, because that highlight got lost with the blending of the shadows and the crease. So, yeah. Alrighty. So that's it for the top portion of the eyes. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my brows very quickly. Oh, I just almost stabbed myself. I'm just going to go ahead and run my spoolie through my brows. And I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Mascara in the shade Blonder Over Yonder. Stupidest name ever, I think. I think it's weird. But it is what it is. Oh, one of my hairs got brown mascara on it. Oh well. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my NYX. Actually, you know what I've been doing, you guys? For an eyeshadow, or I'm sorry, a concealer primer, I've been using my Urban Decay eyeshadow priming potion in the shade Eden. And I've been using it underneath my eyes as an actual primer for my concealer because I think it works really well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first. And it makes my stuff go on really smooth, and it makes it last a long time. So I'm going to use the Dark Circle Corrector from NYX as usual. I'm going to try and start linking all the products that I use down below. That's one thing that's kind of hard for me to remember because I do use a lot of products, but I'm going to try my best, you guys. So hopefully that you guys don't have to just guess where to purchase it and all that good stuff. That's in the shade Medium, by the way. So that's the orange concealer. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer from Maybelline. I do like this stuff a lot. I'm just ready to be done with it so that I can try another one. So sorry, you guys. I'm just wondering where I put one of my brushes that I had on my table is gone now. I'm wondering where I put it. Oh, I know. I used it on a client, so it's dirty. And I'm going to go ahead and sharpen my eye look by just taking my concealer and going like this, giving it more of like a cut effect. A more precise application, basically. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Fair. I'm just using this because I really want my under eyes to be super highlighted and light. So I find if I use all three of these concealers in conjunction, it really gives me that look that I want. I know there was something that I was going to use for concealer, but I'll just go ahead and use my Beauty Blender because I'm about to use this on my face anyway, and it's already damp. There was a small, I got these really cute small blenders the other day, and they feel so soft, and they're not even wet yet, so I'm excited to try those out. But since those aren't wet at the moment, and I forgot to wet them before this video, I'm just going to go ahead and use this one that I'm already used to. So what I really like about all those three concealers in conjunction together is they really brighten up my under eye and keep it lasting throughout the day. Now I'm going to go ahead and take some baking powder. This is just the NYX Smooth Skin face powder. And I'm going to use this to bake with for a couple minutes. This really does help brighten my under eyes, which is what I need because I don't know if you guys saw that. Because my under eyes are really dark. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes. Usually I don't curl my lashes until after I have already applied my mascara and let it dry. But recently, I've been having a lot of issues with my lashes because I think it's because I've been using waterproof mascara, and my lashes don't really like waterproof. I mean, it's great if you have allergies like I do, and that's kind of why I bought it waterproof. But the thing is if you go to take it off, it's extremely hard. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this Telescopic Shocking Extensions Mascara from L'Oreal. I didn't remember to tell you guys, but my concealer wasn't new as a first impressions, and neither was this. So I do apologize for that. I was going to try and make this entire tutorial all new products, but I don't really have like every single new product. I mean, I do, but I don't want to open everything and have to use it within a certain amount of time. So yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this Telescopic Shocking Extensions Mascara. This is in the shade Black Brown. I meant to get the black shade, but I did not. So it's black brown. It's not like incredibly brown. You can't really tell, but it's not extreme black, which is what I'm used to. So yeah, it's not as black as it normally is, but it's not like horrible. And I really like this mascara. I love it for the lower lashes. It really, really extends my lower lashes, but I also love it for the top lashes as well because it does extend them pretty nicely. I haven't done a makeup tutorial since I think the day before Valentine's Day, and I have been missing it so much, you guys. I have been extremely busy. I have been working overnight shifts for work because I have so much to reset. I've been doing a lot of stuff that's normally out of my routine, so I do apologize for the lack of makeup tutorials, but as soon as my sleep schedule gets on like a normal time, which will be soon, I shouldn't have any issues. I've been doing basically no makeup days if I wear any makeup whatsoever, so it's really, you guys haven't been missing anything. So, but I do apologize because if you like to watch my tutorials, there is a reason, you know. So, you know, the worst part about like doing this kind of stuff, like the baking thing, is that like right now I'm at a stopping point where I can't do anything underneath my eyes. I can't do anything on my face. So I'm going to have to wipe away this powder, even though I wanted to keep it on longer. But in order for me to continue this tutorial, I have to wipe it away because I can't do anything further until it's gone. So this is the e.l.f. Highlighting brush, and it's really dirty because I use this every day to take the baking powder from underneath my eyes. It works so good for that. It's extremely soft, and it works just perfect for it. And I haven't used it for actual highlighting of the face, but that's what it's made for. It was actually a newer product on their website for I think $3, but it's just perfect size to kind of wipe away your under eye setting powder and all that good stuff. So I do enjoy it. So I do recommend. So now I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with the Aqua Primer Mist from e.l.f. So I'm going to go ahead, shake it up a little bit, see how this goes. Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay. Number one thing I'm going to tell you guys. The sprayer is actually really intense. It doesn't give you a fine mist whatsoever. This is like straight soaking your face. So I feel like this is going to take a while to dry down. Oh my goodness. I'm not even playing. That was like straight soaking my face. It felt like I was just literally taking water and throwing it on my face. I don't know. That was a lot. That was a lot. It actually doesn't seem to be drying too slow. This, what I'm doing right here, might be helping, but I don't really have, yeah, I do have a paper. We're just going to kind of do this number here so that it dries a little quicker because I don't want you guys to be sitting here like waiting for me. So if you want to fast forward a little bit, you can. I don't blame you there. That's why I wish I knew how to edit, but I really don't. So I need to learn how. But it does feel very hydrating. I will tell you guys that. First impressions, it feels like you straight put water on your face. But like, I hate the nozzle. Like, I wish they would have made it like a fine mist. Like, for instance, where is it at? I don't want to knock over all my stuff. The Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist, 12 hour with coconut water and stuff in it. This sprayer is so nice. It's such a fine mist, and it doesn't like soak your face to the point where you're like. But I will say, I did have it on my lips. I did wipe it off because that's kind of gross, but I didn't really taste anything. Hopefully this just isn't water in a bottle. I'd feel so dumb, but maybe this is a dupe for the what is that, primer water from Smashbox? Maybe this is a dupe for that. I don't have that, so I can't tell you. But if you guys do have that, maybe you can try it out for yourself and see if it's a dupe or not, and let me know, because I think that'd be cool. It doesn't really feel sticky either. That's one thing so far I can tell you guys. It doesn't feel sticky. It did cost, I think, $8, which is a lot for an e.l.f. product, but I don't know. I really wanted to try it, so I said, why not? So I'm going to go ahead now and take 2 of the new foundations that I picked up. I've tried True Match before, but this shade I haven't tried before. This is Neutral Soft Ivory number 1. I'm going to go ahead and mix this in with the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Skin Transforming Foundation. And this is in the shade number 20 Classic Ivory. It looks a little dark in the container, so I'm not really sure how this is going to be. If it's not as dark as it looks, then I probably won't have to mix it. But it's really dark and really yellow tone. Like, look at this. So I'm gonna have to mix a little bit of this in there. That's why I figured, and this is gonna be a first impressions of both, kind of. I mean, I know how the formula is on this L'Oreal one, but I don't know how the formula is on the Better Skin. But I've heard good reviews, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Better than nothing. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use a flat foundation brush to go ahead and apply this to the face. I'm not sure if I'm going to want to use, this is strange. Okay. First thing right off the bat, it feels really nice and smooth, but almost like you've got to do something with it right away. Like, I'm trying to apply it with the foundation brush because I really want the most coverage. And then I was going to blend it out with my blender, but it kind of feels like you need to do it like right away. Because if you don't, I don't know, it kind of just sinks into your skin. I don't know, that's a little weird. See, now I have to use more, which is strange. I don't know if that's the True Match or if that's from the Better Skin, but okay, this is just weird. It feels strange because it feels like it sets as soon as you're like using it. But it's not a bad feeling, it's just weird. Oh man, I forgot I just baked, but oh well. I'll be alright. Feels really nice. Really soft. I think I might have put a little bit too much of the lighter foundation on, so looking a little ghostly right now, to be honest. Let me see if I can just kind of take the regular one. The Better Skin, and just kind of plop it on top so I'm more of my own skin tone. I feel like you have to use a ton of product with this stuff. I don't know why. That's what I'm getting at. Maybe it's because I'm blending it with a beauty blender. Maybe I should be blending it with a foundation brush. I don't know. Just feels like you really have to use a lot of product. And if you're going to have to use like 4 pumps versus 1 pump of a regular foundation, then I find that to be a little strange. But it could just be the way I'm applying it. I don't really know. My earring's in the way. Well, I can darken it up with some bronzer anyway, which is fine. It's just off. Okay. We're looking a little pasty here today, but that's okay. We will fix it. So, alrighty. That was very strange. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I will let you guys know in another video so I can tell you like a full how it went and all that good stuff. So, this foundation doesn't feel too tacky. It doesn't feel like I really need to set it. I have super dry skin. Not crazy dry skin, but I have a good, pretty fair amount of dry skin. So I usually don't set my face with powders because it makes me look cakey. But yeah. So let's see. I've got these e.l.f. new Aqua Infused Bronzer and Blush palettes. I think I'm going to use this one today, even though it's like crazy colors. I think I'm going to use a very light hand with these, hopefully. Because if I don't, I'm screwed. But we will see how it goes. So these are super soft. They feel like ColourPop products, to be 100% honest with you guys. I felt these and swatched them yesterday, and they feel really super soft. So let's see how they apply to the face and blend out. I'm going to just go ahead and tap my brush into the bronzer. This is really a weird like hybrid formula. It feels like a cream and a powder in one. See? It's kind of like one of those things where I feel like it's more of a cream than it is a powder. And it's really, really pigmented. So I wouldn't say go ahead and just dig your product into there. Like, you know, I'm trying to tap it off, but then I keep realizing that it's not a powder. It's more of like a cream. So you gotta kind of be careful on the application. Just, you know, watch yourself. Just be like very cautious, I would say, of like the pigmentation. Because you could go like super orange if you're not careful. Not that I'm saying this is like an orange product, but I feel like it's very easy to go overboard with. But it's also really nice to create a nice, dewy, natural finish. So it's just up to what you like. So I'm going to go ahead and take a stippling brush, a large stippling brush, and kind of blend that out. This is very interesting. I'm very intrigued by this product. So strange. So strange. I'm going to go ahead and find my contour brush for my nose. I really haven't been hardcore contouring lately. Like for the past, I don't know, month or so. I've just been kind of contouring very lightly with like bronzing powder instead of like a straight contour color. I don't know, I just haven't been feeling harsh these days. Here it is. I'm looking for like an hour and it goes straight in my face. So that was not a straight line. And it's off, but whatever. We're gonna work with it. This is a Real Technique sculpting brush, by the way. I really love it. Like, this is definitely a favorite of mine. An all-time favorite brush for contouring, bronzing, whatever. I heard it's really good for foundation too, so I need to try it for that purpose. But I really, really like it's like a very nice bronze shade. I really like this. This is in the shade Bronze Violet, by the way, if you guys were wondering. It's the darkest one of all three. I think this would be gorgeous on deeper skin tones because it's really, really deep. Like, look how deep that is. But I just use a really light hand, and it's actually really a lot more sheer than you would think. Like, you can build it up to this, but if you don't need to, don't, basically. So it gave me a really nice, like, kind of like bronzy look. I think I am going to actually contour today because I feel like I need to. I haven't in so long that I've been like missing it. So I'm going to go ahead and find a contour powder and I will be right back. You know what's really strange, you guys? I cannot find my NYX contour powder that I always contour with. It's actually a blush, but can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. That's not good. Those are a couple of my blush palettes that I hope to God did not break because, thank God, that was my e.l.f. Maybe I can use this. Sorry, you guys, for this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just use something else. I think I'm actually going to use this palette here. I'm a mess today. This is the contour kit from Measurable Differences. I found this at Marshall's for $4.99. And it works really good, and it's got a huge contour powder and highlighter powder. So I'm going to go ahead and use this contour color to contour with. It's a little orangey, but it's not like orangey. It's just a little bit more warm than some people may like. But like I told you guys lately, I haven't really been into the like harsh contour lately at all. Just been in a like bronze mood, you know? Go ahead and just kind of I feel like that actually did set pretty nicely the that e.l.f. kit that we just used. Because like I told you guys, it was kind of like a hybrid of a cream and a almost gel-like formula. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I have some contour colors right here. There's actually a couple blushes that I own from Kiko that look like they'd be really nice contour colors. So I'm going to check up on that. Nah, they look more like blushes. I haven't really gotten to experiment with all my makeup lately because, like I told you guys, I've been extremely busy lately. So I haven't really been doing as much as I normally do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use this Jane Empower bronzer. This one's more of like a contour shade. Oh my goodness, my stuff is just pissing me off today. My drawers won't shut. I'm having issues finding stuff. Okay, I really like that color. It's also a nice one. It's not a straight gray, but it's not like, you know. Again, blending out the stippling brush. I'm just gonna, oh my god. I keep getting pissed off. So I keep dropping stuff. My drawer down here keeps getting loose. Having kind of like a disaster type fail today. I feel like my shirt's probably showing my boobs. I'll go ahead and highlight my nose and my forehead with some concealer because I feel like it. That's the same Fit Me concealer, by the way, that I used underneath my eyes. Alrighty, so this video is going to be crazy long, so I do apologize, you guys, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and use this blush from the same Bronze Violet palette. I'm going to use this blush right here, very lightly, because you guys know. I think I'm going to use a small stippling brush from e.l.f. because, like I told you guys, it's kind of like a cream product, so I don't want to go too heavy. Oh, wow. Really pigmented. You guys, like, if you use this blush, you don't need, like, anything. I literally tapped it in, like, twice, 2 to 3 times, and the color is really strong. A little bit easier with the big stippling brush to do this with. This is a BH Cosmetics stippling brush. So that's what I'm doing there. I'm going to keep the skin really dewy today, so I probably will use a liquid illuminator, but I was actually just thinking of using the e.l.f. Brush Copper shade that I used on the lid to kind of give myself a liquid highlight. Because it seems like these could be used as a liquid highlighter and an eyeshadow. So even though these are eyeshadows, I'm going to go ahead and try and use them on the face as well, so that they're actually going to be a multi-use product. My boyfriend is talking super loud, so again, I apologize if you guys can hear him in the living room. These work really good as liquid illuminators, actually. And these are water-based too. They do set really quick, I feel like, on the face, more so than they do on the eyes. So you have to work really quickly with them. So just to keep my face super dewy, that's what I decided to do today. And then get it? And then I'm going to go ahead and use my Anastasia A23 brush. This is a new one. I had 2 because they were having a Cyber Monday sale, and I got 2 illuminators with the brush deal. Like, I got a brush and an illuminator in like a deal, basically. But the problem that I have is that I just used my one on a client and it's dirty, so I can't use it. So I'm just going to have to use this one. Brand new, clean. And I'm using the shade Moonlight Pearls from e.l.f. to highlight. And then we will get into the under eye area. Again, I told you guys this is going to be a long, crazy video, so I do apologize, but you know, here we are. It is what it is. This actually looks really pretty on top of that liquid illuminator. It's pretty intense. I feel like this is one of those products you really, really have to keep going into and building up, which I don't like, but it is what it is, especially being that it's only $3 and that you could use this wet because it's baked. It's not that really big of a deal. Not really that big of a deal. Can't talk today, you guys. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use my... Where the hell is it? Oh, there's my contour powder. God dang it. It's going to go ahead and use my eye drops if I can find them. I could have swore I put them over here. Guess I didn't. Oh well. So I guess I won't be using my eye drops. I've been having issues lately, you guys. Really, really feel like I have to highlight like a lot. But it really gives like a natural highlight, like a natural glow. Like if you don't want something too scary, too intense, I'd recommend this. Because it gives your skin like a really nice natural finish, but you can also build it up to like a more like crazy dewy look. But I'm actually liking this right now. Even though I want a little bit more glow, I really like that. Looks really pretty. For $3, you can't beat it. So now I'm going to go in with this is a angled liner brush from Sephora. And I'm going to go ahead and take this dark shade right here. It's got a little bit of flex in it. It's this one. I did briefly use this on the outer corner of my eye, but not much. I just use a very little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and just smudge this underneath the lash line. And as usual, I'm going to go ahead and leave the front area open for a highlighter to keep my eyes like more awake looking. I'd highly recommend doing that step if you have small eyes and you just want your eyes to look more awake, etc. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend out that line with a smudger brush. This is a Sephora smudger brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend out that line a little bit. I'm not taking any additional product or anything because I don't want to use too much product. And I could be using a lighter shade to smudge it out with, but I think I'm just going to smudge it very lightly with the same shade. And actually the crease shade that I used on the crease, that gray tone shade from the same palette. Now my under eyes look really dark. Ow. I just got product in my eye. I'm having a really off day. I told you guys I haven't filmed doing my makeup in so long that I'm like really out of the loop. So I'm going to go ahead and take that shade Moonlight Pearls and I'm going to put it in the inner corner. Okay, I've really got to do something with this stuff, you guys, because it is really irritating me. I'm going to go ahead and take my Dewy Finish Setting Spray from NYX. And I'm going to use that on the same brush, the A23 brush, and the e.l.f. Small Precision brush to wet this highlight because honestly, It's really starting to tick me off how non-pigmented it is. I really just can't get any color payoff from this. I mean, I can. It's just like, holy shit, I have to sit here and dig in the product and dig in it and dig in it and dig in it. And it's like really irritating me. I was going to go ahead and just do something a little different, but it's not going to work. My nose itching, sorry. It's kind of gross, I know. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, since I don't want to use a full spray of this NYX Dewy Finish, I'm going to go ahead and just dip my brush, like unscrew the cap, dip my brush into the actual spray. And then I'm going to use the freaking product. So I was thinking about using the Aqua Primer Mist that I used to set the face, but it's so like not a fine spray that I don't want to mess up my makeup like once I'm done. I feel like it'll kind of like soak your face down so much that it might not be as nice of a fine mist. So I don't know if I'd really recommend it for that. But you can if you want to. It just depends on what you prefer. And if you don't care about that kind of thing, then do it, but I don't know. So I think that's it for that portion. I'm going to go ahead and put some mascara on my lower lashes. Oh my god, this video is almost an hour long. I've been having so many malfunctions though. I don't know. I'm not like obsessed with this look and how it came out, but I don't hate it either. Like it's not bad. So for lips, I'm going to go ahead and first I'm going to use this Lip Insurance by Too Faced, just so that I can kind of prep my lips for a liquid lipstick, because I'm not really a fan of liquid lipstick as much as I am. But I don't think this is like a full-on liquid lipstick that dries that I'm about to use, but just in case, I had to prep my lips a little bit. So this is the City Color Creamy Lips in the shade Lavender Drop. I do believe this is a perfect mauve color, just like my nails. Actually, I think it's supposed to be like a lip gloss, but I figured just in case it dries, I would have you know, goes on really smooth. Smells weird. Kind of smells like chemicals, I think. I wanted to like do this natural lip because I had a lip stain that I wanted to try out, but it's so dark and I don't think it was going to look like that good with this look, so I didn't want to like go too in. I really like this product. I'd probably buy more. Feels really nice. I'm not sure how the lasting power is, but I can definitely keep you guys updated with that. Go ahead and take my hair down. Oh, it's a mess. Alright, so for testing purposes of this video, I am going to go ahead and use the Aqua Primer Mist to set my face, but like I said, you guys, this stuff is literally so extremely, like, it's like throwing water on your face, and the sprayer is not good, so just beware. Oh, God. What the hell? Kind of seems like it's a little off, or maybe clogged? I don't know. It's weird. Maybe there's something wrong with mine. I don't know. It does feel really hydrating though, so that's good for dry skin babies like me. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a close up. I seriously feel like this is kind of like the same kind of look I've been doing the past 3 times on my channel, so I do apologize for that, but for sake of doing first impressions, I kind of wanted something that was easier to do, kind of something that was in my comfort zone, so yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I might actually put a gloss over this. It's not like a full drying matte lipstick from what I can tell. It's actually very creamy, very similar to the Revlon Ultra HD, I would say. Very similar consistency, feel, silkiness, etc. But I think I do kind of want a glossy finish to kind of go with the dewy lips. So, I mean, the dewy face. Dewy lips. What? So I'll probably just use something like Crystal Lilac from Revlon, because this color is really versatile and it has pink in it. And also it has a lot of nude and kind of like a holographic tinge to it. Yeah, just to give my face kind of like a little bit more dewiness. But if you don't like that sort of thing, you can use matte. It's up to you. But again, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.